Hi, we're Freya and Sarah from Crafty Sew So, and in this video we're going to show you how to make one of the flowers that you get the templates and instructions for in our felt floral headband kits. Now that's a mouthful.
It certainly is. It's a great kit, and you can use the flowers to make a headband, as we are demonstrating here. We wear these every day in the shop, honest.
At least in the summer festival months.
Definitely. You can also use the flowers for lots of different things, like making corsages.
I've seen wreaths made with them as
Yeah.
well. They look amazing.
And I decorated some of my Christmas presents a couple of years ago.
Yes.
With them. Not this year, I was a little bit busy this year. I had a baby. But yeah, last year I went to town with my decorating of
They
my...
looked beautiful as well. They looked fantastic.
presents.
So yes, really versatile idea. And in the kit you get the felt, the instructions and the templates and the headband itself to make your own. So Sarah's just going to show you how to make one of the designs. There you are.
So you're going to take your template. So you've got your little simple template here. I've already cut that out of the paper. And you're going to pop that on your felt. Pop that on there. And then we're going to use a marking tool just to mark the template. So I'm just going to roughly mark it here with this carbon pencil.
As long as you get roughly a rectangle, the right size, then you can't go far wrong.
Now, it's probably not going to show up brilliantly on screen, but I can see quite clearly that I've got a little marked rectangle there. So I'll just quickly cut that out. And what I love about these is that anybody can do them really. Just a little bit of snipping, so very young children will need a little bit of help. We've had a group of WI ladies in the shop to make these, and they all made beautiful corsages. So we're just going to take that rectangle and just fold it in half. And then I'm going to take a couple of pins and just pop them down the end. I always manage to pick up the bent pin.
There's always one.
Yeah, I will guaranteed to find it. So I'm just popping those all down the end, and then I'm going to snip in about every ½ centimetre. Now, depending on how close you do these snips, you're going to end up with a different look of flower. So you can do them really, really close together for quite a kind of splayed out, quite delicate flower. If you want a slightly more chunky flower, then just do them a little bit further apart.
You get quite a lot of creative leeway with this kind of project. It's quite fun to try different size snips and see which style you like the best.
Yeah, you could start off quite big at one end and then go very small towards the other end. We haven't done that yet, actually.
Oh no, that could look really lovely. Idea to put in the bank.
So just snipping all the way down, and as you can see, I'm just snipping to within about 1 centimetre of the edge of the fabric.
Yes, it's really important not to snip all the way through, so that your fabric pieces stay together.
And you really want to make sure you've got nice sharp scissors as well. We love these Prim Kai blade scissors. They're absolutely brilliant. They've got serrated blades, so they stay sharp for absolutely ages. I think we've had these for about 4 years.
At least, yeah.
Yeah, and they're just always guaranteed to work. So I'm going to leave the pins in just for now whilst I start off my stitching. And I'm going to find a needle in my little needle fairy here. Nice long one. So a nice long needle will help you just get lots and lots of stitches in all at once. I'm going to pull off some of my thread, and you want to make sure your thread's just a little bit longer than the bit that you're going to be stitching into. And thread that up. And then starting stitching, you're just going to stitch in and then do another stitch over the top of that. And I usually start with about 4 or 5 stitches. I'm not a big fan of knots, are you?
No, they always end up a little bit too bulky for my liking.
Or they pull through, and that's really annoying because you've done all these stitches and then you just, oh, no, it's gone. So I always start off with, yeah, about 5 stitches in the same place, which has the same effect as a knot. And then we're just doing a really simple running stitch. Now at this point you will need to take out your pin. And we're just going to run running stitch all the way along.
And your stitches are about 1 centimetre between each one?
Yes, yeah, that's right.
No bigger than that. You can go a little bit smaller if you like.
Okay, and then once I've gone, I don't know, maybe about 8 centimetres along, I'm going to start to roll. So I'm just rolling, 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 and then I can pop a stitch in just through those centre parts, just to keep that in place, and then out again. A little bit further along, pop the pin out, and then carry on rolling. And those first few stitches just help to hold everything in place, and then you're actually starting to create the flower structure by rolling and stitching, like so. So rolly, rolly, rolly. The centre bit, I always find, I would really like to watch it kind of create this kind of swirl.
It's all very aesthetic, this whole project.
Yeah. Really enjoyable to actually stitch. Okay, and we're nearly at the end of that. I'll just pop that pin out. Now, as you get to the end, you might start to notice that the two edges of the fabric have come away from each other slightly, like you can see just here. Don't worry too much about that. It's not going to make a massive difference. It just changes the shape of the flower ever so slightly, but that makes it unique to you. It makes it your own. So we'll just finish off in the same way as we started, just by doing 5 or 6 stitches over the end, like so, over and over and over. And then I always like to do what I've been told is called a surgeon's knot. So just go through, create a little loop, and then pop your, and then pop your needle through that loop and pull tight. And then we'll just do that once more for good luck. Oh, go through and pull nice and tight. And then I always just stitch all the way back through, just so you've got that little bit of extra thread kind of just holding everything all together.
You can also, you can cut very close to the felt flower at this point, and the tail of your thread will be hidden in the base of the flower, giving it a really lovely finish.
And then we've got our little kind of pineapple, just give it a little zhuzh, and that will create your beautiful flower.
I hope you've enjoyed the tutorial for how to make a lovely little felt flower. You can find the information on how to make this one plus 5 other designs in our felt floral headband kits with different pieces of felt and all your instructions included.
Thanks very much for watching. See you again soon.